Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Gaucher, and I'm a System Administrator for the Homeless Management Information System, or HMIS, for the Colorado Balance of State Continuum of Care. Welcome to the Balance of State training on the VI SPDAT, which stands for Vulnerability Index Service Prioritization Decision Assistance Tool. In this tutorial, I'm going to provide an introduction to the VI SPDATs used in the Balance of State COC. I will go over what the VI SPDAT is and how it's used in coordinated entry, the purpose of the VI SPDAT and scoring, why we use it, who should conduct it, who VI SPDATs are for, the 3 types of VI SPDAT assessments, additional documentation and special notes, recaps, and takeaways. What the VI SPDAT is. The VI SPDAT, or Vulnerability Index Service Prioritization Decision Assistance Tool, is used to determine a person's situation and service need. The Balance of State Continuum of Care currently uses VI SPDATs as our assessment tool for coordinated entry participants. What is coordinated entry? Coordinated entry is a process developed to ensure that all people experiencing a housing crisis have fair and equal access to resources and are quickly identified, assessed for, referred, and connected to housing assistance based on the person's needs. Navigating housing without coordinated entry. In this graphic, you can see how people experiencing homelessness have to navigate through community systems to try and get connected to resources and housing. An individual may have to go to several different locations to get their needs met, then get connected to resources, and then referred to housing. As you can see, it's confusing. Navigating housing with coordinated entry. As you can see in this graphic, coordinated entry allows people experiencing homelessness to connect, be assessed, work through problem solving, be prioritized, and referred to housing through one community-led system and process. Additional key terms you may hear associated with coordinated entry. The by name list contains all individuals and households who complete the VI SPDAT and specific details used for care coordination. A care coordination system, such as coordinated entry, is built with service providers who engage with people experiencing homelessness, coming together to discuss each person and household on the by name list. Case conference meetings are used to identify action-oriented steps for each person and household to track their progress towards housing and self-sufficiency. Now let's dive back into our VI SPDAT overview. Purpose of the VI SPDAT. The VI SPDAT is a pre-screening tool designed to better understand the housing history, homelessness experience, vulnerabilities, and barriers that persons experiencing homelessness or fleeing domestic violence may face. We use the VI SPDAT to help with care coordination, as well as to prioritize households based on need to match them with available services, and also to support referrals to the appropriate housing resources. VI SPDAT responses from participants generate a score, with higher scores generally being associated with a higher number of barriers or vulnerabilities. A note on VI SPDATs. The VI SPDAT cannot fully measure the depth of a person's struggles. Instead, it identifies key themes and challenges based on self-reported information. This means it relies on what the client shares and is not independently verified. It's also important to remember that people are more than their score. And while the tool provides a numeric score to reflect vulnerability, it's only one part of the picture used to guide decisions. Who should conduct VI SPDATs? VI SPDAT should only be conducted by trained staff who have completed a VI SPDAT overview training, so that they understand its purpose, structure, best practices, and limitations of this tool, as well as staff who work for an organization that participates in the Balance of State coordinated entry system, and this is to ensure the process follows the Balance of State COC's policies and procedures, as well as a staff person who has a trusted relationship with the person being assessed, preferably someone the participant knows and feels safe with. Lastly, it's important to create a safe, private, and non-judgmental space to complete the VI SPDAT, as some questions can be deeply personal and sometimes triggering. Who are VI SPDATs for? VI SPDATs are intended for people experiencing literal homelessness seeking housing supports. This includes people staying in unsheltered locations as well as those staying in emergency shelters. Also, for those fleeing domestic violence who are seeking supports through coordinated entry. It's important that the person is ready and willing to engage, as participation is always voluntary. And we're situations where housing navigation is the ultimate goal, because not everyone contacted during outreach may be ready to explore housing yet. VI SPDAT types. The Balance of State COC uses 3 types of VI SPDATs. First, the Single Adult VI SPDAT version 3. This is designed for adults aged 25 years or older without minor children present. And it's important to note, if multiple adults are present and want to live together, they should each complete their own single adult VI SPDAT. Second is the Family VI SPDAT version 3. This is designed for households comprised of both adults, age 18 and older, as well as minor children under the age of 18. The Family VI SPDAT asks additional questions about children that are currently in the household and those that are expected to live with the household once they're housed. And third is the Transition Aged Youth, or TAY VI SPDAT version 2. And this is designed for young adults between the ages of 18 and 24. If multiple young adults are present and want to live together, they should each complete their own TAY VI SPDAT. And for parenting youth under the age of 25, they should complete the Family VI SPDAT, as the Family VI SPDAT is the only one designed to ask questions about children in the household. This is the Single Adult VI SPDAT version 3. At the top of each VI SPDAT, you'll see the type on the left-hand side and the version on the right-hand side. This is the Family VI SPDAT version 3. You'll see the type and version of the VI SPDAT at the top of each page on the paper forms. This is the Transition Aged Youth, or TAY VI SPDAT version 2. Additional documentation. VI SPDATs are not the only forms used in coordinated entry in the Balance of State COC. The VI SPDAT's purpose is to help assess vulnerability, but additional paperwork is needed to support care coordination. Staff should also complete the Balance of State client intake paperwork, which collects broader information to support referrals and services through CO-HMIS. And the CO-HMIS Client Release of Information, or ROI, is required to share personally identifiable information, or PII, among participating coordinated entry providers. Participant consent is needed to share PII, but an ROI is not required to participate in coordinated entry. De-identified client records can be used if consent is not given. Special notes. While VI SPDATs rely on self-reported information, additional follow-up may be needed to verify eligibility for certain housing resources. Things that may need additional verification could be veteran status, disability status, and chronic homelessness status. And participating providers with CO-HMIS access may complete intakes and VI SPDATs electronically with automatic scoring built into the system. Paper forms are optional and available as a resource, but they are not required. Recap and key takeaways. The VI SPDAT is a triage tool, not a diagnostic tool. It helps identify vulnerability and service needs. It should be completed with participants who consent and by trained staff the individual knows and trusts. There are different VI SPDAT types used for adults, families, and youth. And the VI SPDAT is just one part of the care coordination picture we use to help prioritize and match households to the right housing resource. Up next is the single adult VI SPDAT. We'll take a closer look at the single adult VI SPDAT, including who to use it for, how it's structured, key themes and question types, and best practices for administration.